As we have seen in stagnation density and stagnation pressure, that is the pressure and density of a fluid where it is at rest. The word stagnation itself says it is at rest. So let us calculate the temperature at the nose of an aircraft car which is traveling through an incompressible fluid. Stagnation temperature. Stagnation temperature is denoted by Ts. Now, stagnation temperature is that temperature for an aircraft which is traveling at a very high velocity in a fluid. So, when an aircraft is traveling at a very high velocity, the tip or the nose of the aircraft has to undergo stagnation temperature because the temperature nearer to the tip increases since there is lot of fluid friction on that tip. So let us calculate what is stagnation temperature. So we already know that is PS, that is stagnation pressure, is equals to P1 into 1 plus m1 square by 2g into gamma minus 1 raised to gamma minus 1 raised to gamma upon gamma minus 1. Similarly, we know that the stagnation density is equals to rho s is equals to rho 1 into 1 plus m1 square by 2g into gamma minus 1 raised to 1 upon gamma minus 1. So this is stagnation density. We know that according to the ideal gas law, that is P1 upon rho 1 is equals to R into T1, or PS upon rho S is equals to R into Ts. So let us divide this both equation to get what we need over here, that is stagnation temperature. So now let us divide this. So this will give us stagnation pressure upon stagnation density will be equals to initial pressure upon initial density into 1 plus m1 square by 2g into gamma minus 1 raised to the entire raised to gamma minus 1 upon gamma, and in the denominator we have the same term 1 upon m1 square by 2g into gamma minus 1, but the power is 1 upon gamma minus 1. Now we will substitute the value of Ps upon rho s as R into Ts. Similarly, P1 upon rho 1 is equals to R into T1. And on the other side, we will see what will be the division of these two terms. So this will give us as R into Ts is equals to R into T1 the whole into 1 plus m1 square by 2g into gamma minus 1 raised to gamma minus 1, and the entire will be 1 upon gamma minus 1. So this is the difference of the two powers over here, and this is according to the ideal gas law. So now when we substitute the value, what do we get over here? Universal gas constant will go away. So what we'll get, that is stagnation temperature is equals to initial temperature into 1 plus m1 square by 2g into gamma minus 1 the whole raised to gamma minus 1 upon gamma minus 1. So both terms will go away and we will be left with the equation of stagnation temperature, that is stagnation temperature is equals to initial temperature 1 plus m1 square by 2g into gamma minus 1. So as the Mach number increases, if the Mach number is 2, 3, 4, then this, that is stagnation temperature, is proportional to the square of the Mach number. That means the higher the velocity of the a fluid or the velocity of the aircraft, the stagnation temperature will be maximum. Why it will be maximum? Because it is directly proportional to the Mach number. I hope you have understood how we derive Mach number from stagnation pressure and stagnation density, as well as the entire concept of stagnation. Actually, this concept of stagnation is taken into consideration when a body is traveling through the fluid at a very high velocity, or the fluid is traveling towards the body at a higher velocity. During this part, what happens is the entire fluid which is striking the surface, there will be one point where the fluid entirely stops. Now during this there is lot of friction generated at that point. That point is called as stagnation point. At stagnation point there will be a higher temperature, the pressure exerted will be higher, and the density of the fluid nearer to the nose or that part will be stagnation density, and that depends upon whether it and that depends upon the kind of fluid it is traveling in. Thank you.